y'all, here I've just got the new Glam Squad SpongeBob fashion doll review. This is my first Glam Squad doll. I honestly was kind of put off by like the other ones just because I didn't really quite resonate with like the fashion and whatnot, and I didn't really like the fact that like some of these dolls don't have fully rooted heads, if not all of them aren't fully rooted. But I am a sucker for SpongeBob merchandise, and I do think that this doll is kind of like giving like that Y2K SpongeBob Barbie from like either the year 2000 to like 2002, I think, or 2001. But yeah, I really love the design of this doll. I don't really care if her hair is polypropylene or not fully rooted. I think that her design is really cheap and she was so affordable. Plus this outfit is very cute for a SpongeBob doll, obviously. Here we just have her little face. It's not pixelated, unlike some companies. And we've just got this nice little like outfit right here. She also has a little jellyfish purse. I think it's really cute. This packaging design is really like great too for like a budget doll. Got all these SpongeBob graphics on here, the little logo, this little like yellow graphic and stuff. We got Gary on the side, and then the Glam Squad logo, and then just like a little prototype mock-up of the doll or whatever on the back, and just everything that it includes. I'm really happy to be getting this doll out of the box. I did buy two of her just so I could have this outfit and like leave one of them in the actual SpongeBob outfit because I do think that this doll's design is very, very cute. And I love that Nickelodeon released a new official SpongeBob doll in like the 2020s and stuff like that. So I am going to be keeping one of them in the full outfit and displaying her because we love SpongeBob in this household. Now this doll is like a $5 budget release, so I don't expect her to have like hemmed like pieces or like really detailed clothes or anything like that. Like I can tell that these fabrics are very cheap and whatnot, and this SpongeBob shirt is unfinished and has like raw edges or whatever, but I honestly don't really care. I think she's really great for the price. And if you're like a SpongeBob fan in general. So I literally hopped at the opportunity to get her because I saw this doll like image leak on Instagram and I was like, what the hell, a new SpongeBob doll? Like, yeah. And then I saw one review of her like on YouTube after seeing a bunch of people like posting her on Instagram too, and I was just like, oh, let me see if I can get myself to Five Below today. Maybe they'll have her, and sure enough they did. So I'm really glad to have gotten her. And in the next clip she's gonna be out of the box. Now here she is out of the box, and first impressions honestly aren't that bad. She's not dealing with any box hair or anything. She wasn't very hard to unbox at all. Now there were two versions of this doll in the store. There was this version that you see over here, and then there was like a Latina looking like medium like tan skin tone doll. But I opted for this version because she was the one that I saw in the leaks and the one that I like kind of attached myself to when I saw those pictures, so I got her. Here we got this really cute little jellyfish purse. I find that so charming. This doll is like really, really well designed too. We've got the little SpongeBob flowers over here on this pant leg. There's about like 3 of them. And then right on the side of her leg, it just says SpongeBob right here. And we've got the little like denim detailing or like printing on. Then we've just got this little jacket and stuff like that. Everything is like screen printed on, so you're not gonna find much detail. Although there are screen printed pockets and screen printed like trim and stuff like that all over it. And then she just has this like kind of palish like lilac purple eyeshadow on her lid, and then more eyeshadow, kind of like a dark blue and like a smoky eye, kind of like on the rest of her lid and stuff like that. And then she's just got these like really thin basic looking eyebrows and like kind of like a plum or like a maroon lip. This hair is also like a really deep dark electric blue. The color is honestly kind of reminding me of that Freaky Fusion Save Frankie doll, the one that came in that like play set with like the little charger and stuff like that to like bring her back to life. But yeah, she's got these little tennis shoes on that kind of look like just regular like Adidas or something. The color's not coming up very well on camera right now, but they're just little basic white shoes. And she does have a heeled foot. And I know that regular Barbie dolls with like the standard foot mold can fit these shoes too. And yeah, I think this doll is really, really charming. She's very well designed for a basic budget doll, and I honestly don't care if like the material is kind of cheap. Like, she's basically serving exactly how much she costs, you know what I mean? And honestly, she's serving a little bit more in the face than some of the pixelated dolls that we see a lot in store, you know? Overall, I definitely recommend this doll if you're like a SpongeBob fan or if you're just like a fan of budget dolls in general, just because she is very inexpensive and you're not going to break the bank getting this doll at all, you know? And I think she's very well designed. It would be cool if she came with like other accessories and stuff like that, or if they make other like SpongeBob fashion packs and stuff, but I think this base doll right here is giving a lot for like the amount of money that you pay. I feel like SpongeBob was definitely a part of everybody's childhoods, especially if you grew up like in the late 2000s and like were born in the early 2000s and stuff like that. SpongeBob was everywhere, including like, you know, school supplies to like blankets and like clothing and like, you know, toys and stuff like that. There were so many fast food like tie-in promotion toys as well with this brand. And it was just like in general a very popular brand for like both, you know, young boys and girls and stuff like that. I know that SpongeBob was definitely a very like gender neutral show, and that's kind of how they marketed it sometimes. Not all the time, but you know, you could tell that Nickelodeon definitely saw the way that like, you know, both genders kind of reacted to SpongeBob and stuff. And yeah. I've really been loving the way that like Five Below has been marketing these like Glam Squad dolls recently, especially with the new strawberry shortcake fashion packs and these new SpongeBob dolls right here. Just because I feel like this brand could maybe like do more like licensed collaborations with like other brands and stuff like that, especially the brands that are already featured at Five Below. They already have brands like Hello Kitty and like Disney Princess and like other brands and stuff like that. I mean, I don't exactly think that like Disney would like give them the license, or like Mattel would like let any other dolls right now like make Disney dolls or something. But like I'd say for Sanrio and like the other brands that they have there, I feel like they could definitely make more dolls inspired like this by them, and like fashion packs and stuff like that. Because I've been seeing a lot of collectors going really crazy for those strawberry shortcake packs, and like, you know, those aren't even dolls. And you know, from the leaks that I saw a couple weeks back of this doll to like a bunch of people posting pictures about her on social media and like YouTube and stuff, I think that Glam Squad can, you know, be a really fun little like creative line, especially when it comes to like showcasing other like licensed like, you know, products and stuff like that. Or not products, but like, you know, there's definitely a market for like doll clothes with like branded characters' faces on them and like inspired by different brands and stuff like that and different IPs. So I think that Glam Squad is doing alright for just being a regular cheap $5 like doll, honestly. It's not quite dollar store quality, but it's not the worst quality ever, especially when it comes to like the face paint too. Like I said, these dolls aren't fully rooted, but you know, I think they're good and whatnot. As you can see, the heads are really squishy too. But yeah, I think these are really cool. And this is like definitely a step in the right direction in terms of like good budget dolls and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed that little review, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye y'all.